It is rare for me to stumble upon something that makes me feel like I have to make a video on it before I fully experience it. And that is exactly how Veil made me feel in the short time I've spent reading it. Beginning serialization back in 2019 by the one and only Ikumi Fukuda, a manga creator well known for working on some weird Digimon stuff. Yeah. Anyways, Whale is a really simple manga. It follows these two characters and their daily lives. However, there is a catch. It is entirely in color. I can't praise the author enough for this. It is a lot of work to draw pages consistently, let alone color them after that. It begins with a police officer stumbling upon a woman in the street, quickly realizing that this woman is blind. We also get this moment where they're talking about Alice in Wonderland. Like, what is going on with manga and Alice in Wonderland, man? First it was Bibliomania, now this. I actually cannot escape. These two characters will later be introduced as Emma and Alexander. And as I said before, the whole manga is just their daily lives while slowly building up their romance in these short chapters that only consist of a few pages. You may think that makes it boring at first, however, it is quite the contrary, which is thanks to the chemistry between these two very well presented characters. What makes these characters interesting are their clear designs and personalities, making them extremely relatable. Emma is a blind woman who really likes fashion, yet despite being blind, manages to find happiness in her life. Alexander is a police officer who seems very cold on the outside, but is actually kind of a sweetheart to those close to him, especially Emma. He also hates mornings. And that's just part of the appeal. As I've said before, it is their chemistry that works really well. Take for example this chapter where Emma is clearly taking a picture of Alexander, yet brushes it off as just taking it for the sound, which ends in Alexander taking the camera and doing the same. Or the chapter where Alexander gives her the glasses so she looks imposing while guarding his car, but coming back because he just can't be anywhere without her. The story is also set in some sort of Victorian era, and it's a really interesting setting for the manga, especially with how the fashion is presented and the general architecture of the city. While we are on the topic of chapters, look at how stylistic the chapter layout is. The way the panel borders are drawn is really unique with its touch on the structure. The font used is also quite different from the usual font we see in manga, having these curvy letters that really fit the tone of the story. There are also these occasional artworks that get sprinkled across a dozen chapters, which are very nice to look at. They are paired with these rare poems as well, and I really appreciate the passion behind it. It honestly feels like this whole manga is just someone's passion project, and that is exactly what I needed after delving into massive topics: relaxation. But of course, there is just one tiny problem that I have with it, and honestly, it really isn't anything I consider criticism, because it's just something I would like to see. It is similar to the problem I have with the anime Spy X Family, which who knows may get a video someday. I think that Veil could have evolved into a larger story with more characters and world building. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it should have done this because it could definitely do more bad than good, and the funny thing is that I don't actually know if that ends up happening and could be completely wrong, because as I said before, I have not caught up to this manga, and the reason why is because I do not want to yet. Veil, in my opinion, is best experienced in these small slices, similarly to how the manga itself is structured. If you want something that can relax you or just want to burn some time, give Veil a try, as it is phenomenal at what it does. Okay, so to the 4 people who are still watching, let me talk a bit about my plans for the future. First of all, I apologize that this video is so short. I've just wanted to get a quick video out before the end of the year, and I thought Veil was perfect for that. Which is also why I've tried a slightly different style. Another reason is the fact that I was quite disappointed with how my latest video performed, especially due to how much effort it was put into making it, and it took me a bit to start working on something new. But the algorithm is unpredictable, and all I can do is take the L and work on more videos, which is exactly what I plan to do. There will be a lot of critiques of both anime and video games in the future, as I've truly enjoyed working on that Jujutsu Kaisen video, but there will also be videos like this one. So I think this is the direction I will push my channel in the new year. However, I am open to suggestions. If you think I would find something interesting, please suggest it on the Discord. Subscribe while you're there too. Thank you all for the support this year. I am going to upload way more in the next one, or well, try to. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And as always, take care of yourselves and have a good night.